really does feel like I've come home. After what happened, I hated this place so much that I leapt at the chance to run away. But my old bedroom didn't feel nearly as much like home as this one does now. I mean, I did correctly call that quote would come back into play. Not where I thought it would, but I knew it would come back into play. So many people have told me the same thing in so many different ways, but it wasn't until I lost something important to me that I realized I never understood a thing. Sergeant Jinguji Sensei. I took so many stupid detours before finally arriving at this realization, and it cost you both your lives. And I lost the one thing I most wanted to protect, all as a result of my own weakness. But I promise you, I'm not going to let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll do my duty as one of those left behind and save as many people as I possibly can. No matter what people say or think about me, I'm going to carry out the task set out for me and me alone. So please, watch over me, if you would, until the day I come and join you. I love that face. Sumika, I'm so sorry for all the pain and heartache I put you through. I've decided to stay here and fight and see this through to the very end. I'm gonna fix our world, don't you worry. So just try to bear with me a little while longer. Sumika. Man, who would have thought? I mean, quite a few people probably. I'm sure it was definitely a conclusion that a lot of people arrived at. I mean, honestly, there's probably a few people that arrived at that conclusion even in Unlimited. It wouldn't surprise me. Because it's very clear, like, when she's talking about, like, the fucking processing power of, like, 15 billion semiconductors or whatever the fuck whatever the hell she was saying. Or trying to make however many semiconductors fit in the palm of her hand or some shit like that. It was very obvious that she was, like, at least it was obvious to me that she was trying to create some kind of brain. Like, I don't know, that just sounded like it wasn't ever really spelled out, except for like when it was briefly mentioned in Extra. But like when she first mentions it, it's like, you trying to build like some kind of like machine brain? So like at that point you kind of know that she's building something that's not just a machine. So it wouldn't, and the fact that we never see Sumika at all, yet we know she plays a huge part in the third game. So I'm sure there's plenty of people who just playing through Unlimited, they're like, oh yeah, no, I know who it is. Wait, was the 00 unit ever actually mentioned in Unlimited though? Yeah. Yeah, it was? It had to have been, right? Maybe. I don't know. Moving on. Man, who would have thought? Key to Alternative 4, the 00 unit. I should be thrilled that it's finally complete, but man, I didn't think it'd look like that. Guess I always envisioned it as some huge machine or a device of some sort, which is why it came as such a shock. I mean, what the hell's the deal with that thing? Why does it look like Sumika? It's like a one-to-one replica, all the way down to her voice. Not to mention, when it started freaking out, I instinctively reached out and touched it. I could feel that it was soft and warm. Obviously, this world's come a long way in the fields of cloning and cell culture technology. I mean, just look at Kasumi. So, in that regard, it shouldn't be too surprising. Able-bodied soldiers are a precious resource here. They're not above human experimentation, so they've undoubtedly made great strides in medical technology of all sorts. I've heard plenty of stories in which surface pilots who lost their limbs were sent back onto the battlefield with artificial replacements. But in the case of the 00 unit, why would she ever need to make it seem so human? And why would she base it on Sumika of all people? Since Sumika doesn't exist in this world, she clearly must have based it on an image of her that Kasumi read from my memories. But still, why would she go out of her way to replicate Sumika specifically? Well, we'll find out. Yuko-sensei may not be pretty may not be. Yuko-sensei may be pretty messed up in this world, but she's not so sick she'd do something like this without a good reason. True. I guess the simplest explanation would be that there's some highly important reason for the 00 unit to look so human. True. Can't imagine what, but if there weren't, there'd be no point in painstakingly modeling it after one. I'll bet it must have something to do with Alternative 4's true objective. But even then, of all the humans they could have picked, why Sumika? Nope, I got nothing. But that's understandable, considering I have hardly any information to go off of. Okay, how about we think about this in reverse? What good would come out of it looking like Sumika? It can't just be an attempt to make me feel more motivated, right? She did say something about how she didn't know if finishing it the day after I left was good or bad timing, didn't she? Did she model after Sumika to try to keep me from leaving this world, where she shouldn't exist? And then her plans got thrown awry at the last minute when Maruma-chan died? Nah, that can't possibly be it. If she needed me that bad, she never would have let me go back in the first place. She wouldn't go to all that trouble just to risk me never coming back again. Maybe she made it look like Sumika as a security measure? Like, as a way of keeping the anti-alternative factions and Alternative 5 supporters from recognizing it. Would that make any sense? I doubt they'd expect the 00 unit to look so human. I mean, who would ever guess that the key to humanity's salvation would look like a teenage girl? Not to mention, since Sumika doesn't exist in this world, I'm the only human alive who'd recognize it as her. I see. Yeah, that would make sense. I'm supposed to be dead in this world, which is why Tsukiyomi-san and Chief Yoroi were suspicious of me at first. Actually, they probably still are. But Sumika? They've got nothing on her. If there are no existing records of her whatsoever, how could they possibly find out she's an imposter? And what's more, by sending me back to my world, she'd be ensuring that there was no one at all here who knew the original Sumika. Yeah, when you think about it that way, it makes some amount of sense.
00ユニットが完成すれば、あんたはその不安定な状態から解放される可能性が極めて高いってこと。
I think I get it now. That must be what she meant when she said the 00 unit would help make me more stable. Because she knew she could never send me back to my original world, only to another version of the same timeline. So in that regard, any Sumika would be better than no Sumika, right? Just another one of Sensei's signature half-truths, I guess. Oh boy, you don't even know. Just you wait till, well actually no. The next thing you're gonna find out isn't a half-truth, it was just a straight-up lie, but anyway. For the longest time, I've just been accepting everything she says as law and trying to paint it in a positive light. We're only working together because we share a common interest, though. It's my own fault for taking her words at face value. God, I was so naive. One thing I do know for sure, though, is that the 00 unit is vital to both Yuko-sensei and Alternative 4 as a whole. Which means if this tuning work she's got lined up for me allows me to control the 00 unit at will, that'll put me in a pretty advantageous position. then Yuko-sensei wouldn't have a choice but to help me find whatever made me a causality conductor. I can't afford to take the moral high ground or refuse to play dirty. If I don't have a couple of tricks in my sleeve, I'm just gonna keep getting used. Large facts. Our relationship can't be so one-sided this time. I have to get something out of her in return. I won't just be manipulated anymore. I'm gonna level out the playing field. Alright, see what you got, boy.
ようやく全員揃ったな。
Oh, right, the introductions and whatnot. God damn it. There's a point where, later on, like probably towards the end of this recording session, where you have to sit through a whole ass fucking lesson, and this woman just rambles on, and that's why I kind of get irritated when I see her. Because, like, I get it, it's the point, like, you need to be informed about what the front lines are like and whatnot, and this woman here is going to instruct you on that. But Jesus Christ, it just goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. But anyway, we'll get to that eventually. Looking forward to that, I'm sure. I've been away from my unit for a whole week now.
白金少尉
Ma'am? Captain.
副司令直々の特殊任務ご苦労だった。
Arigato. Ma'am.
あの状況で最前線に出撃し、よくぞ生還したな。新任ながら見事な精神
I
力
sure
だ。
don't. But thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
任務の詳細を知ることは許されていない。だが、それが過酷であったことは容易に想像
Nah,
で
I'd
きる。
say soldiers on the front lines probably have a bit more difficult than I had it, but yeah, it definitely wasn't pleasant. I'll give you that much.
そして、それを単独で達成した貴様を
I don't deserve it,
我
but
々は
thank you.
尊敬する。
Ma'am?
それはなぜか。
Nope, I didn't ask, but okay.
独
Well,
立
she
し
said
た
you
指
might
揮系
ask.
統下にある我が隊は、オルタネイティブ計画の先方として、常に極限の任務を課せられる。副司令の立案する作戦が楽だった試しが一切ないことを、我が隊の者は嫌というほど思い知らされているからだ。すでに知っていると思うが、我が隊は副司令直属の特殊任務部隊 A01 連隊に属している。
Wait, isn't a wing made up of 108 TSFs?
だが、発足当時連隊だった部隊も、すでに我が一個中隊を起こすのみだ。
I see. So it wasn't always this small.
この我が隊ならではの人員消耗率の激しさは過去の話では。
That's lovely.
先月発生したベータ新潟上陸の際には、2名が戦死し、1名が重傷を負い、病院送りとなった。
Right. I remember hearing about that before I ran away.
先日のクーデター未遂事件の際は1名が戦死。そして1週間前のベータ奇襲の際は1名が戦死。
She did
1
mention that
名
at some
が病
point.
院送りだ。
Considering this is Yuko-sensei's unit, I'm not surprised they're being used like this. I wonder if they were the ones that saved Her Highness during the coup d'etat.
以上のように、この基地で我が部隊が最も損耗が激しい戦術機構部隊であることが分かったと思う。にもかかわらず、見ての通
Because you
り、
know how comfortable Takeru is with seeing people die, or even just knowing about it.
要求される任務は依然厳しい。だから貴様のようなスタープレイヤーは歓迎だ。便利にこき使ってやるから覚悟しておけ。
Let's go. Yes, Captain.
知っての通り、我が部隊の兵士は全員同じ訓練学校を卒業している。
Huh?
なんだ、知らなかったのか？
Afraid not, Captain. No one ever told me that.
では教えておく。この基地の訓練学校は A01 部隊の兵士を錬成するために設立されたんだ。
I see. That makes sense. So it wasn't just a coincidence that Sergeant Jinguji was also the captain's instructor.
従って我々は全員神宮寺軍曹の子供だ。特に貴様は軍曹自慢の秘族子だからな。親の顔に泥を塗るなよ。
Yes, ma'am.
訓練校での驚異的な記録、エクセム3の開発、最前線での単独任務の完遂、どれをとっても申し分ない。貴様
Please
には
don't.
大いに期待しているぞ。
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
A01 部隊へようこそ。貴様を歓迎する。
Ma'am, Second Lieutenant Shirogane reporting for duty. Proud to be of service.
いすみみちる大尉だ。名乗るのはお互い2度目だが。
Thank you, ma'am. Likewise, Captain.
白がね、一つ言っておく。
Listening? Yes, ma'am. What is it?
この隊では 堅苦しい言動をする必要はない。
Huh?
副司令から無意味なことはするな。
That does sound like something Yuko would say. Yeah, I get that. Can't say I'm surprised. Yuko-sensei is definitely not one to pay much heed to formalities.
そういう形式ばったのは部隊外の人間がいる時だけにしておけ。
Alright, understood.
では中隊のメンバーを紹介しておこう。
Ladies? Oh hey, I know you.
右からコマンドポストオフィサーの鈴宮遥中尉。訓練校卒業は貴様の3期前だ。
Pleased to meet you.
よろしく、少尉。
Wow, she seems so gentle. Certainly wouldn't have pegged her as a soldier at first sight.
鈴宮は指揮車両から戦域管制をしてくれる。こう見えても怖い女だからな。怒らせないように気をつけろ。はい、何言ってるんですか？もう。ほらな。
Yeah.
次は B 小隊を指揮している早瀬美月中尉。
Pleased to meet you.
いすみバルキリーズへようこそ。期待してるわよ。
Ismi Valkyries?
部隊のニックネームよ。いすみ大尉のバルキリー中隊っていう意味。
Oh, okay. It's a nickname. Like Unit Shark and Hammer and Cracker. Don't forget Cracker Unit, alright? Don't think I forgot about Cracker Unit, alright? I never go forget about Cracker Unit. Like, I remember what came immediately after I laughed about Cracker Unit, but listen, I ain't ever gonna forget the fact that y'all have a fucking Cracker Unit on your fucking base, alright? Shark Unit, Hammer Unit, the Valkyries. It's like, yeah, nah, these are some fucking badass names. You're going to war and you're like, yeah, this is my fucking squad right here. And then there's Cracker Unit. Hey, Cracker, come in. Cracker 1, Cracker 3, are you there? This is Cracker 3, I copy you, Cracker 1. Like, fucking Cracker. Imagine that being your goddamn squad. I can't get over that. I just reminded myself of it, but goddamn, I can't get over that. Fucking Cracker Unit. Because what? There was Shark Unit, Hammer Unit, Storm Unit, Hornet Unit. Now we got the Valkyries. And then fucking Cracker Unit. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh, sorry to disappoint. I get it. Because there were 12 Valkyries in Norse mythology, and a squadron consists of 12 TSFs. And to think, my parents used to say video games can't teach you anything. Huh.
おいおい、このご時世に男の信任は貴重だぞ。了解。
Try not to go too hard on me, please. Man, talk about coming on strong. Who greets someone like that? Maybe this is just your average banter for regular soldiers, though.
次は C 小隊を指揮している宗像美沙恵中尉。貴様。
Pleased to meet you.
期待してるぞ、白髪ね。
Yeah, no, you look excited. Thanks. Seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders.
何を見とれているんだ、白髪ね。宗像は男嫌いだから、色気を出すと痛い目を見るぞ。
Huh?
大尉、私は男嫌いなのではありません。
Wow, okay. This is just the typical conversations y'all have around this place? I mean, I respect that. I fucks with it, but also... Wait, huh? As long as what feels... Oh, right. Somehow she didn't strike me as the open book type, but okay.
そうか。それは失礼したな。分かっていただければそれでよいのです。だそうだ。よかったな、白髪ね。チャンスはあるぞ。
See, there's this red-headed robot down in the basement that I kind of got my eyes on, so like, sorry to turn you down. Munakata, that was your name? Munakata? Let me just, that sounds right, but I want to double check. Munakata? Munakata, yeah, I fucking knew it. Sorry to turn you down, but like, that robot in the basement, it's looking pretty nice. I mean, oh, okay. Sheesh, what's with these people? They're pretty damn casual for a special task force, in which the death toll rises with every mission. That's probably why they're so casual.
次は 風間塔子少尉だ。
Kazama? Pleased to meet you.
こちらこそ白金少尉。
同じ少尉だが、風間明様の一期専任だ。わからないことがあったら聞いてみるといい。
困ったことがあったらいつでもいらっしゃい。
I see. Always look to Kazuma. I got you. I feel that. Will do, thanks. She seems a little too docile to be a service pilot, I feel like. She's got that rich girl air to her, but not in the same way as Maya.
次は柏木春子少尉。
Good old Kashiwagi. Long time no see. It has been a very long time, actually. You didn't even make an appearance during Unlimited. Well, I mean, neither did Akane over there, but at least Akane's name got dropped in Unlimited. It has been a hot minute since we've seen Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi. So you're in this world too, huh? Pleased to meet you.
よろしく白金少尉。お互い頑張りましょう。
Since Takeru was turned into a service pilot training academy in this world, it only makes sense for Kashiwagi to be here. That would mean also that all my other classmates, the ones that aren't here, must have already been killed off.
柏木は貴様の2ヶ月専任で実戦出撃を2回こなしてはいるが、
Can
同
do.
期として付き合えばいいだろう。
実戦出撃といってもクーデター事件が初陣で、この前のベータ奇襲が2度目だからな。
ま、私たちから見れば記録上の2ヶ月差なんて何の意味もないわね。気にしないで少尉。私もその方が楽だからね。
Noted. Okay, got it.
次は柏木と同期の鈴宮茜少尉。
Yeah, I love Akane. Like, just her face, it makes me smile. I don't know why. It's a pleasure, Lieutenant.
よろしく白金少尉。
Ah, Suzumiya. Looks like you were top of your class in this world, too. Sure, maybe Class Rep Squad had a ton of political obstacles to circumnavigate, but your team still pulled through and graduated the first time around. That's definitely nothing to sneeze at.
君が噂の天才エースか。一緒に戦うのが楽しみだね。
Yeah, heard a lot of stories about you from Lieutenant Sakaki. Sounds like you're pretty skilled yourself.
千鶴がなんて言ったか知らないけど、負けないからね。
Got it. Good to see that she and Class Rep are pretty close in this world too. And that she still got the same spunk, right? I love her energy. Akane's great.
名前で分かったと思うが、こいつは鈴宮中尉の妹だ。姉妹揃ってこの舞台に入るなんて、なんて親孝行な奴らだろうな。
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, her older sister that we met earlier, that's just standing over there in line, she's one of the love interests in the original visual novel that Akane first appeared in. Because I think I mentioned this in Extra, but Akane actually came from a visual novel that was released before Muv-Luv, I believe, in which where Akane's sister, and I think the blue-haired girl we just saw, Hayase, I think she was also one of the other love interests in that game, from what I read. Granted, I read this fucking months ago, but yeah, her older sister is definitely a very important character in that story, and if I remember correctly, that Hayase character is also a part of it. Anyway, fun fact.
そして貴様がよく知る元207訓練小隊。
Who are these fucks? Right. Sup, guys? Even I can tell that I'm making a super awkward face right now. Damn it. I don't like upset Miki. Like, everyone else has like a pretty neutral expression on their face. Like Maya, she's got that usual like determined look on her face. But like, Miki, that's not a neutral expression, sweetie. No, please don't give me those eyes. God damn it.
よし。一通り紹介も終わったところで、貴様に我が中隊のモットーを教
Fuck
えてお
bitches
く。
get money. Okay.
視力を尽くして任務に当たれ。
I like mine better.
中隊副将、
視力を尽くして任務に当たれ。
生ある限り最善を尽くせ。
生ある限り最善を尽くせ。
決して犬死にするな。
決して犬死にするな。
以上だ。白金少尉副将。
Carry out your mission at all costs. Fight to your very last breath. Make your death count.
今の言葉よく
I still like my
頭
motto
に刻んで
better. Got it?
よしでは白金はここに残れ他の者は戦闘訓練だ早瀬頼んだぞ
了解以上解散敬
礼さて貴様にはこれから1
Yay!
週間分の遅れを取り
Lesson
戻してもらう
time.
が
Can't wait. Right.
ただでさえ貴様ら 207B 分隊は3ヶ月間の後期カリキュラムをすっ飛ばして任官しているんだ
Right.
本来なら実戦に出る前に受けるべき座学の内容を他の連中にはこの1週間で叩き込んだ
Okay.
貴様はその2つをこの数日間でこなすんだいいな
Fair enough. I guess.
君を呼んで君へ